Okay, this is the Sammic 310S, and today we're going to show you how to do a couple of different jars. This is kind of a fun little process. We have a dehydrator, so we dehydrate actually just frozen peas or frozen corn. You can get bags of pretty good sized quantity. Our garden isn't big enough to grow this many peas at one time, so we just go buy some frozen peas at Costco, get the good organic kind, lay them out on your dehydrator. Once they're dehydrated, put them into a jar. Do the same thing with corn, and most of these vegetables actually came out of our garden. But when you want to vacuum pack a jar with the Sammic, pull the plate out of the way, turn the pump on, and this is what I call a little udder sucker. So what we're going to do is attach it in the back here so that we're pulling air out of here. And if you have a number of jars set up to do, you can just go from one to the other. And I like to pull about a 95% vacuum on jars, so we'll just go from one to the other. The pump stays running, the hose stays attached through the vacuum port. So just go from one jar to the next. And 95% is about enough for this kind of setup. And you just go from one jar to the next. So you can do a whole field of jars in pretty short order. And then when you want to turn the machine off, just push the stop vacuum button again. And there you've got a variety of jars vacuum packed. Just to give you an idea, there's a lot of vacuum in those jars. And you can do them over and over again. Just push the start button, attach your udder sucker, put the jar sealer on top, and suck it up again. And wait till it gets to about 95%. And dehydrated vegetables like this, when they're vacuum packed in a jar, will generally keep for years. Eventually they're going to start to fade and lose their color, but that happens several years down the road. So long-term storage, jars are great. You can get in and out of them anytime you want, and they're easy to reseal.